famous in the arraignments, and it's getting stranger and stranger.
My idea of a journalist.
Yeah, what is it?
You know, you're out there and you're getting, hard facts. You're pushing the subjects, you're questioning, you're getting some hard facts. And usually, a journalist, submits a paragraph or a couple of paragraphs, to express it on paper. I mean, in my eyes, that's what journalists do. They get hard facts and they put them all in a, they lay them all out and they start putting them in order.
Exactly. And when we talk about Lally and we talk about Proctor on the stand, can we talk about how Marquis Simmons is dead behind Myles King? He was in the ambulance. He told him it was Myles King. But by the way, Myles King's home on a $10,000 bail for murder in Norfolk County. Can we talk about the facts, how a murderer is out on a $10,000 bail? What if they let Brian Walsh out on a $10,000 bail? The guy who chopped up his wife, they didn't even find her yet. They don't even know where she's at behind Michael Proctor. Are we going to celebrate his Rule 14 too? It all lines up. Journalism. If you're going to talk about the story, talk about the whole story. Make sure you talk about Marquis. A year before that, Myles King was in front of Marquis's house with a pistol and a stolen car and got arrested. A year later, Marquis is dead. Did it have anything to do with it? I don't know.
Usually a street beef, it ain't over until either someone's hurting or dead.
Marquis was in the ambulance and said it was Myles. And a year before that, he got caught in a stolen car with a gun. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, this is no conspiracy. It's no 7 people left the house. And he never came in the house. I'm an ATF agent. The dog never barked. I threw my phone away. Are you coming here? That didn't mean nothing. I'm well. None of that meant nothing. I went back to the station. I didn't say goodbye to nobody. This is not a conspiracy. John O'Keefe wasn't in the ambulance and say, yo, Higgins did this to me. We can't celebrate. We got to keep Marquis the victim. We can't make Myles be the victim. He's becoming the victim now. He's the victim of a Rule 14. He's a victim of the Commonwealth. So what? We're all fucking victims of the Commonwealth. The point is, Marquis is dead. His family got to live with the fact that his alleged murderer is out on a $10,000 bail behind the bullshit. But yet, us influencers, we've been down this road before. We've been attacked by people who say, all you do is talk about Karenread. You never talk about John O'Keefe. He got lost. Well, shit. Talk about getting lost. They're so caught up in Scapiccio being a beast. Oh my God, Scapiccio, she's so good at her job.
And I get what you're saying. I mean, and it's crazy, but a lot of people that are it's almost like it's about Lally. It's about Proctor. It isn't about the case that's pending upon. And I get what you're saying. Like, we've seen the corruption. We've seen things unfold. We've seen the faultiness throughout the Karenread trial. And now we know of these people and we can put a name to the face. And now we want to see the karma, as we're calling it, which it's really,
karma for who? Okay, we know how corrupt Norfolk is. We know. I mean, at the end of the day, like John O'Keefe is gone. Like whether Lally, Proctor, more things happen to them. Okay, it's cool. Don't get me wrong. I said this last night. I'll say it again. I'd like to see him squirm. I get it. But like you said, being a journalist or being part of YouTube or whatever the fuck you want to call yourself, a live streamer, just a person who cares, I don't know, a human being, make sure you talk about what's really going on. Because in the end, the outlook, especially if you're a lawyer, the outlook of it is, it looks like this dude is going to end up with a deal, right? The way it's lined up. And he's going to end up skating on a murder behind the Karenread shit. So there's your awareness. Oh, and by the way, there's that case, the awareness to the Marquis. Keep his name alive, Marquis Simmons. But there's more awareness. There's more tentacles that reach out all the way to Haverhill. We've seen a cat named Francis Gigalotti. It's a little bit different. He didn't get shot. There was no DA. There was no conspiracy. There was no corruption. He was on drugs. He was corrupted, allegedly. He was the one. You do drugs. Is that the way it's supposed to go down? The police are supposed to walk you up the street, play with your emotions, leave you in limbo. You don't know if you're getting arrested. You don't know what's going on. And then finally they had enough and they throw you down. Then you say, I can't breathe. You're playing too rough, big brothers. Hey, big brothers, you're playing too rough. I can't breathe. Ah. And they don't get off them right in front of your face. But that's not good enough, though. That doesn't make the YouTube shuffle because we can't, because there's no Lally. The characters are different. The story's a little different. But it's all underneath the same umbrella, and that umbrella is called the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. So if you're going to be a journalist, YouTuber, or whatever you want to call yourself, make sure, especially when it's relevant, make sure, and the timing's impeccable, and it's momentum. It would be great, you know, to keep, to somehow fit this puzzle together and get some answers. And finally put the heat on a DA in Essex County, because people are not familiar. Put the heat on an Essex County DA not to be like a Norfolk DA, and see what he does.
See what his response is. Exactly.